Alrighty, friends, we are ready to learn how to annotate for who, what, and why to discuss our text. Now, here we have the first stanza. We just talked about that a stanza is a group of lines. So now we need to get ready to annotate for our who, what, and why. To annotate, you guys see my mouse wiggling here? You're going to go down to the Nearpod and you are going to click the blue marker button. When you click the blue marker button, you see that all these colors pop up automatically. You're going to go ahead and leave it the way it is. I can see right now that it's on blue. There's no reason to change the color. So we're just going to leave it the way it is, and then you can start annotating the text. Now, do we annotate like this? No, we do not. That is not third grade work. We talked about underlining for who, what, and why. But let's pretend like you made a mistake. You're going to come back down, and instead of clicking one of the pens, you're going to click the eraser. Now you can take the eraser and then you can leave it the way it is, or if you want to make the eraser bigger, you can click this dot, press it down, keep it pressed down, and scroll up. That makes my eraser bigger. Now that I've made my eraser bigger, I can erase my mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, that's okay, but we still want to turn in our best third grade work. So if you make a mistake while you're annotating, you're going to erase it just like I am. You're holding down the mouse, you're holding down your mouse, and you are rubbing or dragging along what you're erasing. So you can't just rub it, you have to click and press down while you erase. Now that I am done erasing, I see now that my eraser is blue. But I want to go back to that pen at the beginning. I'm going to leave it alone now that it popped up. I see that it's on blue, no need to change the color. And now I can click in the text to annotate. So while I read this stanza again, you're going to listen for your who, what, and why. We know that our who words are any names, groups of people, animals, or pronouns in the text. Pronouns are words like he, she, they, we, us. We know that our what today is anywhere about where the sidewalk ends. And we know that our why is telling us why does the sidewalk end? Why are they trying to go there? Awesome. Now that we know our who, what, why, I'm going to read aloud and annotate. Where the sidewalk ends. I'm going to go ahead and underline the title because it tells us our what. What is this poem about? It's about where the sidewalk ends. There is a place where the sidewalk ends. So I just read that first line, and there's where it says where the sidewalk ends. That's still about our what, so I can underline it again. Since it's a poem, I know that it's going to repeat itself over and over. So if you see the same thing, that's okay. But if it answers those questions of who, what, why, you still want to underline it. There is a place where the sidewalk ends, and before the street begins, and there the grass grows soft and white, and there the sun burns crimson bright, and there the moonbird rests from his flight to cool in the peppermint wind. Awesome. So now I'm going to go back down to where it says, and there the moonbird rests from his flight. I can annotate some things for our who. I know that I'm still on my pen because as you guys can see, it's in blue down there at the bottom. I don't need to click anything. I can just annotate right away. So, and there the moonbird, I'm going to underline moonbird. When I underline, I click and press down and drag. Click, press down, and drag. You're going to stay pressing down while you drag to underline. I underline moonbird because he is a character in the poem, so he answers the question of who. I'm also going to underline the word, whoops. See, I made a mistake. The word his, because his is a pronoun. His is talking about the moonbird, and since we know the moonbird is a character in the story, his is another word that tells us more about who. Awesome. We're going to keep practicing, and I'm going to keep explaining how to annotate in our next stanza.